These are the stories of the men and women of fire rescue.
All units, this is a fire rescue emergency response.
As we get started, we're in New York, America's largest metropolitan area. The Fire Department of New York is America's largest and perhaps most challenging fire department, with over 11,000 firefighters, 211 engine companies, and 142 ladder companies. On a typical day, at any moment, a major greater alarm fire can break out without any warning. That's when it's time for the FDNY to go to work.
My name is Gerard Mudd. I'm a lieutenant with the New York City Fire Department. I'm assigned to Rescue Company 3 in the Bronx. I like working in a rescue because we do get involved in different situations. It's a challenge, whether it's extrication, confined space, firefighting. And, you know, with all the other things, the firefighting is the most dangerous area, though, and we can't overlook that.
At this very moment, an entire block is on fire in the South Bronx neighborhood.
Got a confirmed firefighter trapped
Lucas
in the building.
is there with the unit
Right.
on the other side, 225 on the corner. They're assessing the firefighters. On
They
that.
still got two firefighters that are trapped.
Okay. I only have 2 units here.
Two additional ALS, two additional BLS.
While Engine 38 pulls hoses, 2 firefighters are believed to be trapped inside this burning building.
Minor is you got 2 more inside. Supposedly. All right, let's find out. I'm trying to find out for the positive. Stick with him. You're triage, all right?
Because there may be several injured firefighters, EMS Supervisor Kevin Howe orders his crews to set up a triage. Incident Command keeps track of all firefighters on scene. They report that 2 are still trapped inside the fire. Firefighters from Engine Company 81 battle the fire from outside. Because there are people trapped inside the building, FDNY's Elite Rescue Company number 3 will go in to search for the trapped firefighters.
When something goes wrong, the rescue, with their experience, usually has the ability to jump into action. At that time, Rescue 3 was doing forcible entry with roll-down gates in front of the building. Chief Fellini immediately ordered us to go in the building. There was only one way to the rear of the store, and that was to the left. There was a door. Firefighter Stiles and myself made it through there. We could hear the firefighter back there. There was heavy heat condition above us because there was fire over our heads and fire to the rear. And as there was zero visibility also. Brian Stiles got to him first. I immediately transmitted that we had the firefighter, and we were taking him out.
They're walking him down now on a stretcher. Take him down by stretching it.
Firefighter Gilbert Scarzini from Ladder 32 fell through the roof and into one of the burning buildings. Gil will be transported to New York Hospital's Cornell Burn Center. Rescue 3 continues to search for the second firefighter.
That's the guy that originally fell through the roof. He's stable, head, neck, and back injuries. He went halfway through the roof. He was pulled out by his brother firefighters. Go on. All right, careful.
There are now some 100 firefighters battling this fire, which is still burning out of control.
Don't go in the store. We're responding to the staging area. 225.
4 more engine companies and another ladder are called as the fire is upgraded to a 4th alarm.
Try to move it over to your right. See what he has. Yeah, hold it right there.
Engine companies, ladder companies, rescue companies, and other tactical units are all on scene now and have this dangerous fire surrounded.
Get 41 to move down towards their end of the building. We'll let 51 take the middle.
Ladders 41 and 51 are repositioned now so they can get even closer to the fire. 200 firefighters are now working together to get this fire under control. Because the buildings in this area of New York City are old and made of brick, they have weakening structures, which makes it even more dangerous for the firefighters. The threat of a building collapse is a major concern here. Being a New York City firefighter is an extraordinarily dangerous job. Every year in New York City, dozens of firefighters are injured or killed in the line of duty in fires just like this one.
Smoking, so just put the boat in
The fire is raging several stories into the air. As a result, Incident Command has stopped the elevated subway train, which runs directly in front of these buildings. After nearly 3 hours of aggressive firefighting, the fire is 70% contained. Rescue 3 completes its search for trapped firefighters.
No, well, everybody inside has been accounted for.
The original reports of 2 trapped firefighters were incorrect. Firefighter Scarzini was the only firefighter who fell into the fire. Not only is this a dangerous job, but it is also exhausting. Even though the FDNY is darkening this fire, it is still raging on the inside. Ladder Company 51 cuts down parking meters so they can move even closer to the fire. After 4 hours, 200 firefighters from 45 engine and ladder companies have finally brought this fire under control. Most of the units are taking up now and will return to their quarters. This is just another typical day for the firefighters of the FDNY.
It was just a happy ending to what could have been a disastrous day.
Laguna Beach, California, best known as an artist colony in Beach Town. The Laguna Beach Fire Department was seen worldwide back in 1993, battling this extraordinary firestorm, which destroyed so much of their beautiful town.
Laguna Engine 191 medics have been advised to reference a injury accident involving a overturned big rig at the Laguna Canyon Road and the toll road. There's somebody trapped in. I was just going to advise that they're also sending truck 22.
43-year-old Ronald Dominicac was backing up his big rig truck, carrying 32,000 pounds of metal beams, when the load shifted and the truck rolled, crushing the cab, trapping Ronald inside. The truck and its load are still unstable and must be held up by this forklift. Firefighters from Laguna Beach and Orange County, California fire departments are working together to free Ronald. The truck also has over 150 gallons of diesel fuel on board, which are leaking. This poses a serious risk of fire.
Gotta make a pretty picture, huh? If you do get a fire in here, I'd like you to protect the people here and then we'll push the fire away. Yes, sir.
Leaking fuel and the truck are still able to slide on the soft hillside, making the situation as dangerous as it can be for these firefighters.
We're on scene at the toll road up Laguna Canyon Road. What we have is a tractor-trailer rig with a heavy load of steel overturned. The driver is trapped at this time by the steering wheel, completely upside down. His chief complaint at this time is he's pinned by his leg and his abdomen is up against the steering wheel.
The steering wheel itself is holding his thigh against the roof of the truck.
This incident is developing to an extended extrication. I'd like to request County Mutual Aid, one more engine company for release. The air ambulance.
Copy the request for the air ambulance, the reserves toned out, and the second engine.
Door, I see, affirmative.
Mercy Air is trying to find what the ETA would be for the air ambulance.
Mercy Air is about 6 minutes out. It'll be a trauma patient with angulated femurs, injuries with unknown internal injuries at this time.
Yeah, he's conscious and oriented times 4, but he's slowly losing consciousness now from the pain. We're going to take any measure we can to try to get him out now.
Firefighter Tim Rogers, who has been with Laguna Beach Fire for 16 years, is just one of the dozen firefighters working against the clock in this dangerous situation.
And legs coming up the slope. Yeah. We can airbag, grip the other side, airbag this side slowly, gripping as we go to free that leg up. Get it off that slope.
Firefighters will use 4x4 wood blocks to stabilize the engine as they lift it up.
The problem is the engine is in the very front of this truck.
Yeah.
And the seat that he's sitting in is sitting on, he's actually still sitting in the seat. The seat is rolled over and his butt, his hips are all pinned up on the roof of that truck. Well, I got his foot cut out from around the pedals of one foot. The other foot we really couldn't see, but we figured it was just in there, you know, and we could just kind of feed him out and go underneath there. Now, His other foot was just as wrapped as the first one was, and when we opened it up, I could see in there, and I just got...
Yeah, but once his feet are gone...
Well, the problem is he's still pinned by the hips, and he's still sitting in the seat, and the cab's rolled down on top of it.
They're going to go out the other side. Yeah, they pop the door to give him some light. And they can get the tool down in there to make the cut.
He's anxious at this time. Like I say, he's pinned by the leg at this time, and his abdomen is pinched by the steering wheel. Brake.
After an extraordinary extrication, Ronald's feet are finally free. Firefighters must carefully pull him out of the crushed cab.
Loaded in the ambulance probably within the next 3 to 4 minutes with an ETA of 2 minutes to your facility by Mercy Air. Break.
Ronald is now being loaded into Mercy Air. Because of the severity of this accident, Ronald could be suffering from internal injuries that the medics cannot see. They need to get Ronald to Mission Hospital's Trauma Center as quickly as possible. While it would take a ground ambulance 20 minutes, Mercy Air has a flight time of only a few minutes, minutes which are valuable in Ronald's condition.
I feel great. I'm ready to go back to the station, get a big glass of ice water. But no, I feel good. It was a lot of work. Took some thinking, a lot of thinking, but it worked. Got him out.
The only information we have on this call is that we're responding to a person falling. That could be somebody falling down off a ladder, high place, or sometimes it's elderly people. They just fall down, lose their balance, get weak, and they fall down. We don't know much more than that. The dispatch didn't tell us much more than that, so we'll just have to wait and see when we get there.
Problem? Oh, my mom fell down.
Mom fell down?
Yeah. But she was okay, but she got bitten in the
Jerry Fisher has Down syndrome. He is physically challenged. When his mother fell, he could not pick her up, so he called the Riverside County Fire Department. Firefighters Keith Fisher and Sean Sackich, along with Wade Snow from Goodhue Ambulance Service, have responded to Jerry's call for help.
When you fall like this, you can't get up. Is that your mom? So this is normal for you. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand behind you. I'm going to get up underneath your armpits and I'm going to get you straight up, okay? Why, you need some help, man?
Well, if you can get me up here.
Yeah, I can get you up. That's no problem. Ready?
Yep.
Move your arms.
Oh.
Good. What's your name?
Jerry.
Jerry? How you doing, dear? You okay? Legs asleep there? Now we'll stand you there for a second so, so they can wake up a little bit. How long you been there?
Oh, about 10 minutes.
Yeah. Is your son, is he a pretty bright guy?
Jerry?
Yeah. If I taught him how to do that, you think he can do that?
He tried.
What I just did? Did he? Okay.
And he couldn't.
Is anything else hurting you?
No, it's
What's
just
your first name?
Doris.
Hi, Doris. My name's Wade.
I have arthritis in the back and the knees, and here I am on the floor.
Your legs feel okay?
Yeah, they feel fine. They're swollen, of course, but they
Are they normally swollen for you?
especially at night.
Okay. Well, you want to try to walk? Your legs still asleep?
No, I'm okay now, I think.
Peter Paul?
If I'd hang on to this, probably I'd be all right now.
Okay. Well, you're just getting around great here.
That's the only thing is, if I could get
How
up.
old's your son?
I'm 37.
Wow. Got a wonderful mom here.
Yeah.
You sure do.
She's handicapped. I'm handicapped.
Mom didn't used to be handicapped, but she sure is now.
You're getting around wonderful. Look at you go.
Let me ask you now, will FHP pay for this?
You're not going to get a bill. Yeah, you're not going to get a bill.
Oh.
We just came out to help you out.
Oh, you came out to help me?
Freebies. This is what we call a satisfaction call. And your tax dollars to work.
Well, good.
Good. All right. You want to see how I picked up your mom?
Yeah.
In case you ever have to do that again?
Yeah.
Okay. Go get behind her like this.
Yeah.
Is what you want to do with your right hand, okay? Go underneath her right armpit, okay?
Yeah.
And grab her her wrists. Bring them in towards you, okay? Do the same thing with your left, okay? So your right arm has got her right wrist. See how I got it here? Same with the left, okay? And then with your knees, okay, and your legs, not your back. And you grab her like this, okay? Just pick up and pull up towards your chest. Okay? So easy that is?
Yeah.
You want to try it?
Sure. Not
Okay.
with me.
Now when you do it, make sure you lift it up so your heart and you use your legs, okay?
Okay.
Just pull up towards you.
Okay. This here.
Make sure he's lifting correctly.
No, my arm.
Grab his wrist. There you go. Grab his wrist under there.
Like right here. Grab my wrist. Like that. You're strong. Go back under this one. You're gonna have to bend your legs down. Squat. Okay, you want to squat. Just don't use your back. Don't use your back. Squat.
And that?
Use all your legs. There you go. Bend your legs. And pull straight up and pick up. Okay. There we go. Good job.
Thank you.
Piece of cake, huh?
Yeah.
Good. So next time, if you have any problems, maybe you can help her, try to help her up. But if you think you can't do it, make sure you call for help. Because we don't want you hurting yourself and having two patients.
Yeah. And I really appreciate it. Or I'd still be sitting in there or laying or whatever.
Will you take care of your buddy?
Yeah.
Take care of your son. You're doing a wonderful job.
Thank you.
A lot of hard work, I know. All right.
Thank you very much.
Okay. You have a good weekend now, okay?
You too.
God bless.
You too.
Thank you.
God bless you.
All right, Lassie. We'll see you later, huh? Basically, with that call, we get it as a person down, and she explained to the dispatcher that she wasn't hurt, but dispatchers used their discretion, and they sent us code 3 and a full response in case there was a medical emergency here. We would have intervened on a medical emergency, but as you saw, all we needed to do was pick her up, and that's atypical of elderly people. Their legs and knees just aren't strong enough to get them back up on their own, and that's what us young, strong guys can do, put them back on their feet. And she's real appreciative, and we don't mind helping her. Right? That's got to be one of the nicer things about helping people. They're real appreciative, and we know that we did everything we could, and their lives are back to normal in a situation like this.
Here at Fire Rescue Emergency Response, we care about your family's safety. Here's this week's Safety Zone.
I'm Captain Scott Brown of the Orange County Fire Authority in Orange County, California. Directly behind me was the site of one of the most devastating wildfires in Orange County, California history. This wildfire resulted in the loss of over 441 homes and a dollar loss of over $500 million. What steps can homeowners take to better prepare against the wildfire threat? Homeowners should maintain a defensible space, a minimum of a 100-foot radius void of all combustible vegetation. If homeowners choose to plant vegetation, this vegetation should be fire resistant. Homeowners should maintain their roofs, their eaves, their gutters, and maintain a 10-foot clearance around their chimneys. And finally, if homeowners have propane tanks, a minimum of 10 feet should be maintained void of all combustible material around the propane tank. Inside the home, homeowners should maintain their smoke detectors. They should assure that the batteries are fresh and know how to access 911 quickly. On behalf of Fire Rescue, I'm Captain Scott Brown with your Safety Zone tip of the day.